Hey guys.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
We're just going to let it fill up a wee bit, guys, because we're waiting another guest coming, but we're just going to talk about ghosty supernatural stuff tonight.
Happy Halloween!
I might put my hairdo on, you know.
Yeah, get it on. Come on, it's Halloween. Do it.
Come on, Chris.
Man. He's a sec here.
Come on, let's chant. Come on, Chris. Woo! Skinhead, Chris.
I don't know what
Chris.
I need to wear my headphones.
Oh, this is going to be fun to watch this, Sherry.
This is going to be awesome. I'm just finding the room. Hang on.
It's like a hairy. This is what it must be like to have hair.
Oh, I love the picture too.
I'm going to have to take my specs off here, and I can hardly see.
Yeah, probably a good idea because I don't think you're going to see very much. Otherwise, hello, Misty Cat. Hello, Shell Stell.
Hi, Mr. Cat. Hi, Shell.
I'm not having this one for long.
I can't see chat, so sorry I won't be able to.
Yeah, no, I'll read it out to you, sweet.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get myself a tablet or something because all I've got is my laptop and a basic mobile phone, so I need to get a tablet.
See, the problem about here.
Oh my!
Hello, Aaron Owen. Welcome to the room.
Hi, Aaron.
I've tamed my.
Oh, Chris, you look lovely.
And I can't see a thing.
Very fetching. Happy Halloween, Chris.
Woo!
I came with that.
Happy Halloween, guys.
My favourite cryptid. My favourite cryptid.
What do you mean? This is what I look like all the time.
The true Chris.
Yeah. I'll tell you something here. It's bloody warm with this one.
I bet it is.
My God, my specs are steaming up.
You've even got the eyes right. The eyes are the right glow.
A picture of loveliness, Chris. That's from Misty Cat.
Oh, look at that. Anybody comes into this now, they're going to...
Halloween, we've got to look spooky. Well, I don't look very spooky, but I'm in my witch form, which is my true form. So there you go, guys. There you go.
Oh, boy. This is going to be fun now.
You got to howl now. You have to howl.
Yeah, you've got to howl.
I'm okay, thank you, Aaron. Come on.
I'm going to take it. Guys.
All you can see is his head turning side to side because he's trying to look.
Hey guys. My God, it's warm with that thing. I think I'll need to do some adjustments in that, you know.
You'll have to put an ice pack in it.
Aye, I'll name him Fido.
Fido.
Looking stunning tonight, the ladies. And hi to Chris. Okay, mate?
Who's
That's
this?
Aaron.
Mr. Cat. Aaron. Hello there, Aaron. Here we are tonight.
Right, let me share this out.
I'm just going to do it too.
Because a lot of people are not getting notifications at the minute.
I know.
I shared out earlier with...
Oh, Chris, another thing I need to talk to you about as well. Not on here because you could get in trouble for it, but I don't know if you're aware of stuff going on YouTube about certain things not to be talking about on your channel. There's been some pretty big YouTube channels that do that sort of thing that have been taken down.
They've been.
So I just wanted to let you know because I don't know if it's happened to your channel or not.
I heard. You ever heard? Is it? Who's that one? Is it? Who's that big channel? Oh, what's his name? Give me one moment and I'll look.
Shall hi at all. Where's Drew?
Drew will be on
tonight.
shortly.
She said she would be on.
She'll be on. She'll be
here soon.
We're waiting on Danny and we're waiting on Julie and Tess. So.
Oh, what? My pups is coming on.
Aye, he said he was, but I've sent him the invite. But
let me message him and say, "Pups, where are you?"
share this on the old Facebook. So how are we all tonight, guys? This spooky night. Every time the moon comes out, I turn into that werewolf. I'll need to get my special lotion that I've got on. Who's in the
Right, I've
chat?
messaged
Shelley
Paul.
Steele, Aaron. Age of Darkness. Again, I was talking to that Bishop Brian the other day on Facebook.
Aye.
Oh yeah,
That's quite
Drew's
nice,
always
Graham.
late, but then that's a woman's thing. I think I'm always fashionably late as well, so it's just a witchy thing. I think, especially on these on this holiday, because we're always so busy doing everything else. I ain't even finished yet. Mine started late.
Aye, but a lot of folk will be trapped in the house because of the old,
I'm going to be having a midnight meal.
Do you like my fork, guys? This is for everybody that says I should be prodded and chased and burnt at the stake.
I don't know.
Give it up. It's only £1. Come on, you can't do that for £1.
That's true. That's true.
Just waiting on the guys coming. So how are you all guys? Aaron, it's good to see you. Misty Cat, they keep recording rubbish to be anything. Yeah. So did you feel the spirits tonight, Sherry? Did you feel them?
Oh yeah,
spirit
definitely.
This time,
They're very, very, very strong tonight. It's the night of the year that they most love. They feel they're most strongest. Definitely a lot of energy around.
How did it start?
At the minute, they're like that because they know that I'm supposed to be doing this thing, and they're waiting, and it's like. Normally I'd have done the food by now. And
how did Halloween start?
Well, we have 3 days of it, so it don't really matter for us, does it? Like today is normally the day. Like yesterday was what they would call the devil's eve, devil's hour, whatever. You know, it was to do with the devil's night, and then it's Halloween, and then you've got 3 days. It's normally from the 31st till the 1st or something. So you've got today and tomorrow, but as long as you get all your stuff done in between that time, you're fine. You know what I mean? Like,
I wonder when Halloween first came about and why it came about. That's something I've never searched. Why did Halloween start? There's an interesting. Why did Halloween start? Why was it created? And how did it start?
To remember our ancestors and those that we've lost, and through a belief of believing in spirits and people having that tendency and being some of them being able to see them and stuff, I think they wanted to bring that to light. So then Halloween was born. Also, you know, there's certain things that and certain critics in the world, isn't there, where there's been certain things that's supposed to have happened that was meant to manifest Halloween as well. So there's quite a lot.
The Americans built a big thing about it because of the candy and stuff. Okay, I mean they made it a big
trick or treat
thing.
You mean, yeah. Yeah, and then it eventually came over here.
Like really, like trick or treat is trick or treat. You know what I mean? It's sweets, it's stuff like that. But that's not what the real case of what Halloween is.
No.
The real case of Halloween is remembering your ancestors, remembering your loved ones. It's a time when the veil between this world and their world is at its finished. It's when you can most be with your family of the other side. You know, it's a very secret and special time. You know what I mean? But a lot of people have gone overboard and gone, well, it's all about getting sweets off everybody. People forget what the real reality of what Halloween is.
I just looked it up on Google and it says the Celtic were the first to start it.
And for us, as witches and pagan, it's our it's our last harvest as well. It's the beginning of a new year for witches. Like you have your new year in January, ours is now, but we do still celebrate the January New Year. It's about making difference and changes and new year coming, and it's about saying goodbye to our God because it symbolises our God's death. It symbolises God's death and then him coming back at Yule, being born or being reborn. So this is a very special time for us because it's when our God weakens. That's why the sun weakens, because the sun is God. Okay, so when the sun the nights become longer because obviously the sun becomes weaker because it's
Yes.
it's around that time of his death. So
It is an interesting. I mean, you
yeah.
think of the amount of people that will be doing spells right now.
Yeah, this is our time of year to be casting spells for people, casting
Dancing
spells
in
for ourselves,
fires and all
making
that.
spells for better futures, for the world. You know, this is our time. And this weekend is very special because it's the blue moon, which is very rare. So the power is even more advanced, and the same for the spirit world. The spirit world is even
Is
more
it
advanced this year as
is it
well.
is it a full moon? Blue
It's
moon?
a full moon and it's a
Yeah.
blue moon, which is a very, very magical moon. Very, very magical.
Happy Halloween there, Scottish Outlooker.
It's a very
Happy
special.
Halloween.
Hello, happy Halloween. Yeah, so I'm kind of doing the American way because I seem to live American. I sleep all day and wake at night, so I'm celebrating it with the
We
Americans.
need to get you to America. That's what we need to do. We need to get you there. We need to get you to America.
Definitely.
You'll get there one day. You'll get there one day. Once you want to tell everybody about your shop, by the way, because I think.
Oh yes, please do.
I have got a shop that is a website. It's Witch Art Pagan Gems. Now, I have got a. Is it all right to put the link in?
Perfectly fine. I was just actually just got to look for it now, but like you there.
I am there is a shop link so that you guys can go over to it. I do everything from stones, crystals, jewelry, chakra bits. You've got dowsing rods and stuff as well. I'm going to be doing candles. I'm going to be doing different spiritual bags and spell bags and medical bags, stuff that's to do with my witch side and stuff that's to do with my druid shaman side, because I am a Celtic druid shaman. So I do a lot of my work through going to nature as well, picking up certain stuff and making special medical things to benefit you guys. And this is what my shop is based on. So
I actually had a good look at your shop, and your shop.
yeah, it'd be really good if you guys would go and check it out. And it's reasonably priced and stuff. Like there are certain objects and certain things that I'm not going to be doing through the shop.
Yeah.
That's going to only be done privately on my Willow Brett and in my posting page, which is Witch Art Pagan Gems posting page on Willow Brett. And that's where my customers can write their reviews. I can let you guys know when the orders are going out and things like that. And obviously that's where all my stuff's going to be situated that are not being put on the shop, that are done privately, which is my druid side and my private and spiritual and secret spells of my witchcraft as well. So
is it officially open now then, Sherry?
Wednesday. This Wednesday. It's open.
Right.
Go on there. You can put things in the basket. You can do whatever, but I'm not taking orders until Wednesday because I'm trying to get my bag together.
I might
so this is the link, guys, to my shop.
Honestly, guys, it's a great shop. I've had a good nose about it. I was looking at all your sages and stuff like that. I thought to myself, it was actually really reasonable prices because there's a lot of people out there that take.
And I didn't want to have to like charge people loads of money. I know how hard it is to get hold of stuff. You know what I mean? And there's nothing more annoying than when you see something you really like and you can't afford it because it's too much. You know, like it is a reasonably priced place. Yeah, the candles and the bags are a lot more money, but that's because that's secretly done. My energy, my time, my risks to myself doing it to help you guys, that is a lot more in money. But all of my gem sides and all those sort of things are not. They're very reasonably priced. But even in what I'm doing as well, in the secret side of it, it's still very good price compared to what some people charge. It's still very good.
I think it's a beautiful picture, that. See that picture?
It was designed for me.
It's actually really nice because it's got the blue pumpkins and the black cat.
I've got another picture on there as well when you go into I think it's the bio bit or the video bit, and there's one of a witch with her hands over the cauldron. And somebody got things that based on me, that things that reminded them of me, and that's what they done. They done those pictures for me and that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think the chakra bracelets are lovely as well. The chakra bracelets and
You get a lot of
the
necklaces,
gemstones.
don't you? And a lot of the stones. And I thought, well, why can't you have something practical that they can wear all day and be safe?
gonna
And I
get-
just thought, why not do the bracelet side of it?
Yeah.
I was
People
thinking
would
of getting
like
that
them.
for myself.
Or the tree of life.
The tree of life, aye. Because
Yeah.
I wear a lot of silver stuff. I've got my Celtic cross, and I've got my St. Christopher. And I thought the tree of life would look quite nice on there.
Aye.
You know.
It's a nice one. That I like the tree of
And I
life.
might buy some for some Ken presents. It's a good place to go.
It
You know
is.
what I mean?
It is,
Yeah.
and like I try to put my prices as near to that anyway, because obviously some of my stuff I get from people I know that do that sort of
Yes.
stuff, and I go to certain sites and stuff to do that. So I will try to put it as near to that as I can, but you've got to remember I need to still be able to make a profit
Course
on
you do.
myself for
Yes.
doing
That's
the
right.
business. So I do have to put it a bit more than what I buy, but it's not by loads because I don't agree in that and I don't like that. And the
No, it's very
bags, like
reasonably
I've
priced.
seen recently, poor Freya, people are using her stuff and selling it. I'm not doing that. I buy Freya's stuff for a purpose, and what I do is I make my own bags out of what I buy from her. I make my own things up out of it,
Yes.
so it's not Freya's work. You know what I mean? And I think that people that do that is very disrespectful because she's put a lot of time and work into
Oh,
that.
aye.
And I'm going to very much enjoy that side of it because she makes some beautiful and amazing products, and I'm going to enjoy using those herbs to benefit other people. You know what I mean? So you know,
If you want once the lockdown's over, the place near me, it's like a. Remember I told you got all the gemstones.
Aye.
I mean, it's like a pick and mix. You kind of get the big tubs, and it's like a fiver for a tub, and you can fill it as many a day crystals.
it's like you can get loads and loads of crystals from Freya and that, but I don't buy my crystals from Freya to sell. They're mine. They're personal.
Yeah.
That is what she's my producer for me to be able to do my spell work and that. So that's my stuff when I buy that. But my crystals and things like that, I buy from other people that
Yes.
I trust and places that I trust and I go to, and that's where I'm getting my crystals and things from. And I am looking into getting a machine and going out for myself, picking up stones and actually cleaning them myself and bringing out the true
Yes.
value of what they are. That's
My
what I'm
dad
going
used to
to
do that. He used to
But at
he
the
used to
minute,
collect them and shine
I'm
them.
not in that money
That's what I found
situation
out.
to be able to do that because it's quite expensive to get them. But
There's
I
a
am
road
wanting
mining.
to do that.
There's a place near me, as I say, where you get the crystals. That's what I found. This crystal, whatever
That's
it
a
is.
beautiful one. That I like that.
And I find lots of beautiful crystals, like the green rock. And mind I showed you that.
Aye.
Okay, hang on a minute. Wishing you all the best with your shop. Thank you, Scottish darling. I've joined their Shetty. It was Facebook. The link took me to. Yeah, you've got the Facebook link, but if there's a one above it that says Witch Art Pagan Gems Come Home, that is my shop, sweetheart.
I'll show you something of this. I need to watch in case it burns out my camera. See how it's lighting up?
Yeah, no, see, I don't agree in that. I don't agree in spending loads of money.
Yeah,
Like, I think I've got my prices reasonably priced, to be honest. You know,
Like
you
time
do.
go through
Some
that.
people take the piss, like they'll put a bit of jewellery on there and they'll charge you 15, 20 quid for it when they've only bought it for a fiver, and I don't agree in that. I don't agree in that at all.
I've been to the,
So-
what do you call them, the New Age kind of festivals, and you go to the
Aye.
stalls, and there'll be like a wee pendant on like a wee bit of string, and they'll land 30 quid for it, and you're like, a wee rock about that size. But there you go. So how are we all tonight? Are we all enjoying the Halloween? What have you all been doing, guys? Drew will be in shortly, guys. She says she's putting up her makeup.
Oh wow, that's cool.
So I think she's dressing up.
Oh, this will be fun. I know she likes to do a bit on
And
Halloween.
that's the thing. That is the thing, Misty Cat. When you go to a lot of these spiritual people, a lot of them are not what they say they are. Like you'll go to these people that say they're healers and they're dangerous. They don't even know what they're doing. And then you've got these people that think it's okay to go and buy other people's stuff and then sell it for twice the price, which is just ridiculous, you know. There's way, you know, like when I go to places, I go to it where it's wholesale, where they will buy and sell so many things together. So I'm paying a set price, a big amount for it. Yeah, so I'm paying that, and I'm like, right, okay, so I'm going to take that, I'm going to do that. So like I do the ones where they do multiple things. They do it for businesses. You know what I mean? So that's the people that I go to, and they're the people I use on a regular basis because of my witch stuff anyway, getting my crystals and things like that. And I trust them because I wouldn't want to put you guys in my shop taking my stuff if I don't use them and don't trust them. You know what I mean? It's got to be something I appreciate.
Oh my goodness! Wait till you see this. I'm just about to
What?
Drew, Sherry. Wait till you see this. Drew's all dressed up. You ready?
Go on.
Wow. Hello, Drew.
Like it?
I can't
nice.
see her. Where is she?
See my suit?
Oh, I'm right. Hang on.
What's the suit? Is it a skeleton
It's a skeleton, you can't really see it.
Put you up the top so you can see it there.
Right, mate, now stand up. I'll move this chair.
That's a nice chair. What's that? The chair look like?
It's Liam's.
Oh, wow. She looks stunning, bless her. Look, oh, I love your face makeup, darling.
There you go,
Really,
guys.
really cool.
Looking good.
Thank you, ladies and gents.
There's Sheriff in the
Liam's
chat.
come to say hello.
Hey, Sheriff.
Hello, Sheriff.
Hello.
You say hello, Liam? Liam's saying hello to you, Chris, everybody.
Hey, Liam.
Howdy, Age of Darkness, Paranormal World, Sheriff. Hope all is well, my friend. Hello, Sheriff. Yes, I'm okay, darling.
Remember,
Drew, look,
remember on the video, if you click below, you'll find the details to your shop too. So even if they've missed it in the chat, it's there.
We've got some very exciting stuff going on with the shop as well. Like some very, very exciting stuff going on. I've got to talk to my sister to sort stuff out, but my darling's gonna be working sides with me. So
does your sister do the same as you? Does she do the pagan stuff in that day?
No. Drew, Chris.
Oh, right.
I am having my Drew come and work with me because she's very knowledgeable. So I've already got like 2 witches, guys. Come on, it can't go any better than that. 2 witches. No. We've got Danny that's taken our side, and he's an amazing shaman. I've learned so much, and I'm going to be learning Drew about that as well, and Pops will. So we're going to be doing some really cool stuff. Some very, very cool.
Yep.
I think you just wanted one of the big crystal balls. I'm not talking about the wee crystal balls.
Thank you, Hatch.
I got a crystal ball.
Hi, Hatchy.
Me too. My wee one. Mine's is just small though. There's my crystal ball.
Oh, nice.
Oh, look.
Poor Kerry's get the big one like that. That's amazing, isn't it?
That is.
This is a small one. This is a small one, but you can get the ones that are about this. They're huge.
Big ones.
And you can get them in all sorts of ways. You don't just get them see-through. You can get them in different crystal and that as well. Some of them you can use for scrying if you get the darker coloured ones, and you can see things through them. I'm still learning how to use this, but you know, it's certain colours and objects that you see and it means something. You know, they're quite complicated to know because they're quite old school, aren't they, Drew? They're more like what the fortune tellers and that would use.
It's really interesting. See, when you do sit and look through it, when you what you do is you sit like a
when you go through it, you see a lot. At the minute, I'm seeing a lot of. I'm seeing a lot of light. That might be the laptop. Let me go for it. No, I'm still seeing the light.
Win the lottery the night.
Chris, I don't tell you that sort of thing.
It'll say yes if you have.
They are very heavy and they are very beautiful. And they're very, you know, they are.
See, this is the thing. Spirits, they know everything, knowledge.
I use these in my investigations because sometimes you can see them walking through it.
Oh, I've never thought of that, Sherry.
Yeah, you can see the shadows in it. I've done it on one of my videos on my channel, like way back. But I had it up and I was holding it, and you could see like dark shadows walking around in it.
Hi everybody. Sorry if I've missed any, guys. I didn't even realise we were live.
They are beautiful, and this is small. This is no, Drew's is a small one, but this is a small one compared to this size. So you can get them very big, very big, but they're very heavy. And just don't attempt to throw it in the air and drop it on the floor to see if it smashes, because it probably would. You know what I mean?
Probably would, very much so.
From a little small distance and stuff, if you drop it, it's okay. I've dropped this a couple of times from the altar onto the floor. It's been all right, but high distance, no.
I would like to drop it in your toe.
Oh, that would break. So it's probably splatter it.
Yeah, it'd probably break your toe as well. They're heavy.
I want to get professional photos done, like looking like this with a dress on and having the crystal ball.
You have
like
to do that,
you
Sarah.
know what I mean?
Nice, that'd be nice.
I want some professional photos to make a calendar. That's what I want me and Drew to do. I want us to do some witchy pictures where we've got our bits and we do like some calendars to bring it out as well.
I've actually done divination dice.
We could do like a Halloween one and put our pictures together and show our Halloween, you know, like it'd be really cool.
Yep,
I've got lots of ideas.
Divination dice.
Well, that's nice, Chris.
What's that?
Divination dice.
Oh, is that like telling
Normal
the future or
dice.
something?
Yes.
Oh, divination dice. That sounds good.
Yep. The ancient Egyptians and Romans were among the first to use dice to seek an insight into what lies ahead. This method is popular to this day and is simple and effective. First, all prepare your space and light a candle or burn incense to help you connect to spirit. Meditate for a few moments and say a few words to seek guidance, such as "Help me find the answers I seek." Gather up the 3 dice and place them in a suitable pot or container. Then ask a simple question such as, "How can I be happier?" When you feel ready, throw the dice onto a piece of cloth. If the dice falls outside the cloth, it is a sign that obstacles are ahead. It is a fortunate sign if 2 of the 3 of the dice have the same numbers, and add up the numbers on the dice and see what they mean. We maybe need to do that one night, guys. That's interesting.
Yeah, it sounds very interesting. And there is so many tools you can use to communicate. So many. Like you've got your dices, you've got pendulums, and you've got dowsing rods, and you've got crystals, scrying mirrors. There's so many things.
The scrying mirror, I really want to learn I might learn that next, the scrying
I
mirror.
want to do the scrying mirror. It looks quite interesting. I don't think it's going to be as difficult as doing the crystal ball, because the crystal ball is quite difficult to focus on, because you're not meant to proper stare at it. You've got to let your eyes relax and you've got to let it gradually come to you. And it with the crystal ball, it's your third eye. So when your third eye is getting the messages, it's performing into this crystal ball. It's bringing out that message from the loved ones. It may show their images and things like that. It's completely different to a scrying mirror. The scrying mirror you put onto a table, you put your crystals and that around, and you'll look upon it. You do the same thing as you would as a crystal ball when you do your prayers, and you'll just wait for images and things to appear in the mirror.
Yeah.
And they all mean specific things. That's why when you're doing this sort of thing, you do need to find somewhere where there's information on how to use it and what things mean. Because if you don't, it's pointless doing it if you don't know what the meanings mean. That's everything. You know what I mean?
Find out the relevance.
And you've got to be doing your own, Sherry, Andrew, and you've got to be doing your own book. Ken how you get the book of spells.
Possibility through the future, wouldn't say no.
There's an idea.
We could, because like obviously, like I'm hoping that through me and Drew working together, like obviously I've got my own things that I make, but there are so many herbs and so many surprises out there. We could make some very cool things, and when we get more deeper in pups as well, we're going to be doing some amazing and very powerful things. And I can say we probably will be able to do a book in the end, because we would have made a lot of our own things,
Here's a good idea for you. See how you get sage and you burn sage to like cleanse a room? Why don't you get sage and put it into a candle, so then you can light the candle and read
but this is all of the things I've already sorted. Like I'm going to be doing some like ritual spell candles, and I'm going to be making some Sumerian candles, because I've done something last night and put all these other bits in with my Sumerian, and it smells heavenly. And I'm like, right, that's a candle. Samayan, and there's just so many things I've got, and you know, sage and patchouli and frankincense and myrrh. All these sort of things are going into candles. Yeah, definitely. And the herbs.
Sure,
Hey, Tom.
definitely. And as I said, all the spell work will be available at all our own words, guys, as well. So definitely look it up.
I'm looking
We
forward
will
to
have
this.
some more
I'm looking forward
secret
to all
ones
these
that we'll
things.
be doing, and I'm hoping that in the end, Drew will get that good at it that there will be a few things that Drew bashes up herself as well, and then those
Well,
personal
I've got
bits.
an idea.
Obviously, we're going to be halving and halving on what I make for this at the minute, but when I get Drew more into it and get her to that level where she'll be making her own bits as well, those
Yeah.
things she makes profitably for herself will be her money. That doesn't go to anyone else. That's just hers. But at the
There you
minute,
go.
where we're starting out, I'm giving a percentage. You know, if I get loads of customers and I can't do all those bags, Drew's going to be getting that. We're going to be like, there will be lives where we're going to be do live tarot card readings and stuff, which I'm going to be doing it where I half my customers. So I would get half and Drew would get half. So the money that Drew makes from them, she keeps.
Yeah.
I am a very reasonable person, and I do look after my people if you treat me right.
I'll invest in things so that I get better, guys, and as well.
Oh, I've got
We're going to be
a
trained.
premonition here.
We're going to be. Look, she knows a lot in witch stuff anyway, but the druid side of stuff and like that, she's quite new at. So we're going to be learning her a lot of that, and me and Drew will grow together. We'll grow together and we'll get better together. You know what I mean?
There you go.
We're not saying we're the best in the world, but we're real and we're good at what we do. So
Just had a premonition. Do you two use? I bet you make a good business out of this.
Well, we will.
Well, I'd already said to
And
Drew
you
that
will.
my plans in the future are to move to America, and I said that if I go to America, I will be in charge of their American side, and I'm going to leave Drew in charge of the English side. So when people from England come to me because it's my shop, that will be put over to Drew. So Drew will be running the English side, and every now and again I'll come back to England, join up with Drew, and maybe we could do some gets-togethers where we can do bits together for people and do some little sales and stuff like that. But this is what I need to talk to her. She's sitting there like, oh, because I've not told her this bit. Like, she knows some of it.
I'm so busy, honest to God, you've got no idea how busy I've been.
Yeah, we both have, and like that's why I've left you to it, babe, because I know that the Samayan is like, it's a very important time for us, you know what I mean, and it is very busy. But me and Drew are going to be working together, guys, so you'll see both of us on the pages and stuff like that.
I have seen online like Wicca. Actually, you could start your own Facebook group, and people would come there.
But I think we could in the end. At the minute, we chart pagan gems at the minute, but that's what I'm hoping in the future, that we will be able to open an actual Facebook page for me and Drew.
It's now going to the page. If you've got any questions, just go to the page that Sherry's mentioned, and even maybe put the link up. Sherry.
Yeah, it's called Witch Art Pagan Gems posting page, and it's on Willow Brett, guys. Okay, and that's where you have to go as well when you're taking things from the shop. That's where you get your information and that, and my email. So Danny messaged me. Pups messaged me. Hang on.
I thought the ghost
welcome,
you away.
Danny.
Hello, Danny.
Oh, he's here. Yep.
Hello,
I
hello.
love the new series.
Hello.
That was amazing. That was an amazing video the other night. That live, I was raging. I missed it.
It was.
Amazing.
And this is all going to be stuff that you'll learn, Drew, because we'll learn you that. You know, I've just been I told Drew about a week ago, pups, that I'm going to have her coming under my wing and working with me. So I've just been telling her some of my ideas, and that me and you will learn of the Druid way when she's in that place. And stuff, you know what I mean?
I'm ready.
We've got a lot of stuff going on.
Hey Joe, I never seen you there.
Oh, it's Joe. Hello.
How are you?
You couldn't see. I was hiding in the corner.
I'm looking very witchy, and Drew's looking very skeleton and mystical.
Very, very nice. Very nice.
That box looks scary. That box.
I hope you like my costume. I thought I would come on and look
You
like.
look like Danny.
Yeah,
a lumberjack.
Yeah, my costume is an unemployed guy sitting in a chair. I hope it works.
I was going to say you could be a lumberjack, you know.
And I'm a decrepit old man. Yeah, so that's our costumes for today. You know. We went out. We went out today, and we picked up the first birch and the first poplar, because his solace tree is poplar, mine's birch. So we went out. We picked out the first one that we're going to plant for the outer grove that we're building. We're making a. Yeah, I thought I'd save this surprise for your show. We're building an elders grove, so it's going to be all the trees and the druid circle is going to be there and all this other stuff.
Wow.
It's going to be a.
Oh my God, we've got to go, Drew.
It's gonna be a year project. Okay.
That's powerful.
Yeah. We also got in the works, and this is in the works. It's going to probably be a year or two, but we're looking at getting a piece of land to make an official druid grove. Seeing it's all recognized by the government anyway, you know, we can open one anyway. So we're going to open up a druid grove for any Utubians who wish to come up either summer, winter, spring, fall, once it's up and running. They can stay as long as they want. You know, we're going to do teachings. We're going to do blessings. We're going to go on spiritual adventures. We're going to go on
That's it. We need to save up.
investigations, stuff like that. So we're going to have like an all round kind of like a paranormal camp. Okay, and we'll have a section for Wiccans. We're going to have a section for witches. We'll have a section for druids, for shamans. And we're going to have all kinds of different little things set up. And I think it's going to be a hell of fun.
Well, where do I stand then, pups? Because I'm a bit of everything. So have I got to jump from circle to circle?
Yeah, you get to go wherever you want. You go wherever you want, you know.
Oh, dear.
Maybe. Yeah, well, you know, maybe I'll get you and Drew to stand on the side, you know, and hold a sign say
We'll
free.
just run round it because we do everything. So we'll just go all...
Just go all over the place. And if we don't have enough visitors, I'll just give you guys a couple of bikinis with a sign say free car wash inside.
It's the wrong type of circle.
Oh dear. Yeah, they'd come, and then when they see what we are, they'd be running.
We've got to slaughter them.
By then it's too late. By then it's too late. We've got grounding rituals.
Yeah.
Right?
My magical power will consume them and make them stay.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Save your money, sure. We've got to Canada next year.
right. That's it. We need to save up.
So
So if anybody goes missing, we're not guilty. It's not us.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
one other thing we're going to be putting on my channel, on my Danny White Wolf channel.
Yeah.
We're going to be putting lots of stuff. Yeah, as you see, but the channel's really becoming. It's mainly about learning Druidism and shaman and stuff, and Wiccan and witches.
That's a really good channel, though. A lot of people are enjoying that channel, and they're learning a lot of stuff from that. It's really good.
I continue to. I'm planning on continuing to teach on that channel. Okay.
Yeah.
Joe Blue Falcon, he's got his channel, and the lessons I'm teaching on there, he's doing himself on his channel. So you can actually, when he's doing his lessons, if you want, you can actually, once he uploads it, you can just do the same lesson he just did. You know, so you can learn as he's learning different things. Of course, now there's some things obviously that we won't put on there because you know, obviously, right? Obviously.
I will personally learn that to you when you're ready.
Sacrifice is private.
Right.
Some of the stuff you can't give out to people. That is really for us. You know, we make it and they have to do special order. And if they don't special order it, they don't get it. It's just fact.
Yeah.
It's a family recipe. So you'll be learning a very secret thing.
A lot
very
of
secret thing.
things are put in it. You can't just give that information away like that.
15 generations in Pop's family back. That's how much you're going to be learning.
Got to have respect for it.
Yeah. We've been Celtic shamans and Celtic druids in this family. Well, I'm the 14th elder.
Wow.
In the family, and the people I'm teaching now are the 15th generation. So, you know, we know one or two things, you know, that somebody else might not know. So I'm happy to share what I can,
Here's Sheriff got a question for you there, Danny.
Ah, you sent me a message. Okay, Sheriff, where on Facebook or?
Where
Exactly.
Sheriff?
Can send you a message, I think, Danny. May I message?
Of course.
It is a very good trade to be in, and it's a very natural and very real trade, and very good for a lot of people. And I think you'll benefit from having people like us on here. And Pups is the best of all of them here. Yeah, so he's your man. It's literally, he's my hero, guys. Like, my Pups is my hero. He is my hero. Like, literally, before I met him, I didn't really know where I was going. Like, I knew I was an investigator. I knew I was a witch, and Pups opened my other path, which I knew because I was very connected to nature. But when I met him, there was just that connection straight away. We just knew that,
Sherry did that ritual last week. My mind has been completely open.
Yeah, and my spells work. They do.
Yeah.
He healed my mother through one live stream.
And I can do it with my hands as well. I've had it where I've had people and they've been standing there and they've been in pain, and I put my hand on the bed. They're like, "Where's the pain gone?" I'm like, "I've been told that's what I've got, but I don't know how to use that properly. I need to be learned. I know how to put it on the hand and remove it. I can do it where I'm sitting there and I could touch my arm when someone's saying they're not feeling well, and it'll make it stop hurting. I've done it to Mama the other week. She weren't feeling well. She had a really bad stomach. I put my hand to my stomach. I was focusing on that pain, and it went.
I can do
it. I just need to learn how to advance it.
Yeah,
I wish I'd
safely
get that, because I had a migraine last week. I thought I was going to die. It was that.
Oh,
just watch the channel. You learn how to get rid of that kind of crap.
Really.
Yes,
watch the channel. There's a certain tree. I won't say it, but there's a certain tree that's very good for migraines.
Yeah.
Yes. Start watching, Christopher, please. Everybody start watching, because it really is useful things, and Danny uses things that you can find.
The thing is, guys, I think a lot of them are scared. True, they don't know what to think of it, do they? But the truth is, right, is where do you think your medicine came from? Okay, it come from our ancestors, those that lived off the grounds and off the trees and the plants. They brought medicine to light. We would not have medication today if it wasn't for them, and it's a very natural way, and a lot of us should be in that because it's more healthier. We don't know what's going in our prescribed drugs. We don't know what's in our prescribed drugs, but we do when we're making it ourselves.
Actually, every medicine that is on the shelf has come from the forest. Every single medicine you can buy has come from the forest. Okay, where do you think penicillin comes from? Hey,
it all comes from nature. All of it comes from nature.
Where do you think aspirin comes from? Well, it comes from certain barks of trees and certain ways to get the stuff out.
That's what I'm saying. There wouldn't be medication today, and there wouldn't be cures if it wasn't for our ancestors and their belief in the lands. You know what I mean? And what they've done, there wouldn't be. So,
Bobby, you okay?
We are just simply stuck in that old way. And we want to bring the old way back.
I'm still here.
We want the old way back.
The old way is definitely the better. I mean, I used to take antibiotics.
Like, everyone's like, "Oh yeah, you're old way," and I'm like, "I am old way. I don't even have a TV. Yes, I look at a laptop. I don't have a TV. I don't watch TV. I like to just mosey along."
What's that, old man? What do you say, old man? I didn't hear you.
Is it me?
Yeah, you. What the hell?
What I was going to say is about a year and a half ago, I used to take antibiotics all the time, right? Always took antibiotics because I suffered from certain problems. And then I bought colloidal silver, right? You know what I'm talking about, the colloidal silver? I've had no antibiotics whatsoever in nearly 2 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Because natural is better. Natural is better. I'm not being funny, but prescriptions that our doctors and stuff prescribe us doesn't really help us very much because of the stuff that's in it. You can go to a forest, to a woods, pick up certain things that that's safe, and it does you 10 times better.
I know the tree you're talking about for the migraines. I know what you're talking about. I've seen it.
There's a certain white part of it. That when you chew it, it takes your migraines and that away.
Thank you for
I've
that
heard about
message.
it, but I've never tried
I'm
it.
going to
I'll
take
pass
it
that
down
along.
to my friend.
And Drew's going to learn all of this. She's going to know how to walk up to a tree, take bits off, and know what bits are for what, and be like, like, you know, proper. But we are like our ancestors. That's what I believe in anyway. I believe
I
in the
went
old
along
way.
in the car the day with my daughter and my dad, and see all the trees and things. You felt as if they're talking to you. You could hear their stories. It's amazing.
Yeah, and even more so when you go up and touch them.
Mm-hmm.
It's like yesterday. I was walking in the woods and I was like picking up the stuff, and the tree branch cranked when I said, "Can you just give me a sign that it's okay to take this?" And it done it. I put some money down because I do money for growth of them so that they grow and they get stronger. So I put that down, put a bit of water, and then I walked off and I was walking towards the stream. And I said, just give me a sign that you hear me, that you see me, because I do hear you. And all these little leaves fell off the tree and started going down the lake and down the stream and just come right in front of me and stopped and then just went off. And I was like, thank you. Like, just little things. When people go, would you talk to the wild? What do you mean? Like, a lot of people think that we constantly hear voices. No, they talk to us in other ways as well, by things that drop, the way a branch will crank, or the way a light will shine through. It's all signs.
I
See,
will
I-
tell you
Yeah.
this.
I don't worry about.
I hear
See,
voices when the wind blows.
I don't worry about that, daughter. You see, with me, people say, "Are you nuts?" And I go, "What are you talking about?" You talk to the ground, you talk to the trees, you talk to the rocks, you talk to the animals, you talk to spirits. I look at them, I says, "Look it, I've been talking and seeing ghosts and talking to spirits for over 50 years now. Yes, I have issues. Duh."
And I
Yeah.
say that, like, when people do
But
say to me,
doesn't
"You're crazy,"
feel like
I know I'm crazy, and I like it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm crazy in a good way.
Well,
Like, I don't care what people think of me.
we come by it honestly, okay? Insanity does not run in our family. It comes in, sits down, has a coffee, maybe a biscuit, watches TV for a little bit. It doesn't run in the family at all.
It stays where it is.
Stays around,
I
you
must
know.
admit, I must admit, since I met you lot, I have been more enlightened. I can walk through the woods now, and it's you can sense
Yeah,
things.
and you will. When you're around true people and true people that love nature and feel nature, you will open because they're pouring that love to you. You're learning that. That's why you're feeling it.
It's
You're
all
being
about-
opened by acknowledgement and teachings from pups and everybody else.
Day in anger, you're just talking about their day in love, and you'll feel it. These people give out their day and they're so angry.
Who
at
wants
this.
to be a normie? Nobody wants to be normal. Normal's boring.
Mystic art.
What's that? I have absolutely no idea.
What's a bit normal?
Well, here we're normal. Okay. Those people over there,
Oh, you mean those crazy people that don't believe in
Crazy.
spirits?
I'm normal. I'm normal crazy.
Oh, that's normal.
well,
Aye.
well to them they're normal, and to us we're normal.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
play with toys in the attic and I see the bats in the belfry.
Right. And if Matt had balls, would be my uncle.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah, if Matt had balls, would be my uncle. I don't want to be that normal thing.
Oh,
No,
they're still fun.
I'm gonna.
Well, they're normal.
I'm not passive.
Paranormal.
Paranormal is fun.
I don't want to know.
They're normal now.
And I'm not antisocial. I talk to dead people all the time.
That's right.
Yeah.
If you're
We're what you call crazy normal.
Oh, wait. No, I'm not antisocial. You just said I'm not antisocial. I may be
It
uncle.
must be weird. It must be weird.
I think we're uncle.
Seriously.
I think we're uncle.
We're uncle social.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uncle social.
We're not antisocial.
we're not antis. Okay, we're not antis at all. All right.
Yeah.
We don't have the plumbing. We don't have the plumbing to be antisocial. Okay. We don't have the plumbing. We got to be uncle social.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you see
I got
Pup's
the
video
first
yesterday?
it's gonna be uncle.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
don't be confused. We're not Uncle
Did you see the
Daddy.
funny one?
No Uncle
It must-
Daddy here. Okay.
It must
And
be
no
quite
auntie,
weird.
just uncle.
It must be quite weird. It must be quite weird walking down the street or walking through a graveyard and seeing spirits just standing looking at you.
Oh,
I
yeah.
take it that just happened.
See,
I don't
At
know.
first, when I was younger, yeah, but now it's just a natural thing now. I'm just like, hi.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or they come running. They normally come running. Sherry!
I can't remember. I can't remember who was in the car. But anyway, I was going into the grocery store. So I stopped the brakes real quick, and I looked, and the person beside me, what the hell you stopped for, you know? So I roll the window down and say, hey, you want to move your ass? And the spirit, he turns around, looks and goes, huh? I says, could you get out of the way of the bloody car? You know? He says, he says, I'm a spirit. He says, you'll just go through me. I says, yeah, and that would be really proper rude, wouldn't it? You want to get the hell out of the way? You know? I don't want to run you over, even if you are dead. That'd be very rude, you know? So
you have awkward moments.
You know, so
they can be very cocky. They can say, "Well, we're ghosts. You can just walk through." Like, I'm the same. I won't walk through my spirits. I'll walk around them because they're people, and they're like, "You can just walk through me. I don't have to move." I'm like, "You will move because I don't want to walk through you." And they're like,
and they just break out laughing, because it's not every day someone sit in a parking lot, okay, with absolutely nothing in front of them, not even another car parked 10 feet away, honking the horn saying, would you move your ass?
Yeah, probably people were probably looking at him going, what the fuck, what is he bibbing at? Like, we see it.
That happens all the time.
It must be a shock. No, honestly, it must be a shock for the spirits too, because you think about it, if you've been dead for 100 years and you're marching down the street, just doing your thing that you've been doing for 100 years.
I've done it the other day by accident.
A guy,
I took a spirit in the shop.
Hanging out the window shouting at you.
I took a spirit in the shop, not thinking, I was in the shop and I was doing my bit and I was walking around and there were some people standing, taking some bits off the shelf. And my Chloe was in the shop. Now, she's a kid and, they touch everything, don't they? So I'm standing there. I've turned round and she's knocked 3 bottles off the shelf in the shop here, and I've gone, and these people have turned around and gone, holy, did you see that bottle come off like that? And I was like, I acted like I was surprised, and I was like, oh my God, did you see that? And I was like, Chloe, they're like, did you see that? I said, yeah. And I just walked off casually, and then somebody was in there and they were like, you do know that woman that you was just talking to is a witch and she's got spirits around her. That was probably one of hers. And they were like, what? And then when I was outside and I was having a cigarette and the clients would go, are you a witch? I said, yeah. They go, was that your spirit that knocked that stuff off? I said, yeah, but I needed to act casual because a lot of people think I'm weird. Do you know what I mean? I didn't know what to do. I was shocked. Just knocked them off.
Oh, no.
And it started squirting everywhere. The bottle was squirting the drink out everywhere. Oh my God.
Chloe's not going back with the show.
That's like his son. His son and my son this used to be my youngest son's room, and they used to have the 2 single beds. So whenever Surf would stay over, they used to have a cupboard over here. So one night about 2 o'clock at 3 o'clock, I don't know, Surf kept telling George, hey, pass me a bag of chips. George said, screw you. It's as close to you as it is to me. It's at the foot of both of our beds. The dresser's in between the 2 beds. Get it your damn self. And so Sir says, well, I'd sure like a package of chips. And George says, well, he says, don't be so lazy. It's right there. Help yourself. He goes, no, I'd like a pack. And all of a sudden, the pack of chip come flying off the desk. It hits him square inside the head. And he goes like this. And George goes, I warned you. Here's your bloody chips. Shut the hell up.
They do things. They do some strange things. They done it the other day. I had all of my salts that I'd made with pups, and one of the elemental spirits kept coming in and knocking the salt onto the floor. I think they were trying to tell me sherry. So I ended up putting some in a dish, and they were all right then. But they kept knocking the thing off. I was talking to someone online, and they're like, "What the hell was that?" I said, "They knocked the bloody salt 3 times." I put it back, they put it down again, and I was like, no. I said, right, okay, let me just sort them out. And it stopped.
Yeah.
They're like, that is mad. Do you have that all the time? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Bang it on my door, they'll do whatever, you know what I mean?
I would want some.
I wouldn't like to see you in an antique shop.
I try not to. I don't go into antique shops if I can help it, because I can just see the spirits. Ooh. Like, no.
But a friend of mine asked me one time. He says, "You want to go to the antique thrift store?" No,
No
I
chance.
don't. I really don't. He says, no. He says, I want to see if there's anything. Come on, let's go to the store. I go, all right, fine. So we walk into the store, and he's looking for a nice chair for his desk. Eh? So he grabs it. And, don't touch that one. No, don't touch that one. Nope. You definitely don't want that one. That one's okay. You can have that one. And the owner's going, what the hell? I says, haunted, 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 not haunted, haunted, not haunted, haunted, not haunted, haunted.
That's another reason I don't go into antique shops, because I end up getting hitchhikers that follow me.
I collect coffee mugs. It was a really nice coffee mug, old mug, sitting on the shelf. It's a mustache mug. And I went to grab it, and somebody slapped my hand. I went, okay, I guess I'm not allowed to have that one.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's a white go ahead with you.
I've had it where I've been stood in somewhere and I've picked something up, and I've had a aura come up behind me and go, no, and it's made me jump out my skin, and I'm like, put it back down, and they're like, and people see it, they're like, they knew I reacted to someone saying it, you know what I mean? But you don't, because you're so natural and so used to it, and you're like, when they do catch you off guard, you just react to it. It's nuts, and people are like, what made you jump? I was like, you don't want to know.
Here's a very cool thing happened today. Renwin, which is an air elemental who's one of Astro's brothers, doesn't usually get involved with people. Doesn't really care for people. Anyway, so we're out doing elemental work today and collecting stuff out. While Renwin turns around and says, if Joe would like, I will be his mentor and teacher for a while, And he's like, yeah, duh, yeah, sure, And he's got all those electricity running up and down, and I'm laughing at him, And I'm like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
And then just now, when he said that when he was in the shop, one of the spirits went, no, you can't have it. Astral says, that's why my brother wants to look after him, because that boy ain't right. He needs help. Astral just goes, that boy ain't right. He needs help, that one. Everybody needs to watch him, because he collects weird shit.
You're dangerous, Joe.
We have some strange experiences.
Yes. Okay, the insurance companies around here get nervous. Okay.
Some weird ideas and such.
I just seen an orb go hunt Sherry.
Yeah, you will.
Ago.
The fairies are
You
bad. You'll see them tonight, that's for sure.
I've got a terrible feeling there's a lassie or something standing
That'll
to
be
the
cool.
left, to the right.
Oh, Astro just ran across her screen, went over there, and messed her hair, pulled her hair. That's why she went like this. See, Astro zips over to her place and yanks out the back of her hair.
Leave the hair alone. You don't touch the hair tonight. Nope.
Keep having ruffle mine, Dan. I've done mine.
You can try it with beefy ones, but I don't have any left.
Okay, Astro, go grab Drew's hair for me. Hey, mess up her hair in the back, right here. Make it feel like an egg. You know what, Astro? Go over to Drew and make it feel like an egg cracks and the yolk comes down the back of her head. Go do that one.
Oh,
Okay.
that's nice.
The other night I was here and
I'm waiting on it.
We're all waiting here.
Oh no, I've been in this cold feeling.
Danny was helping me figure out what my animal totems were. And my second totem, I was thinking, first I was thinking ox or something like that. Beasts of burden is what him and I were discussing it. And then I heard somebody whisper in my ear, jackass. And it's like, no, it's not a jackass.
I don't think you get a jackass here.
They do say some strange things.
No, Astro says, he says, you're out of a totem. For you, yeah,
Jackass.
You got a jackass.
Way too personal. Way too personal.
My house guest is next to me right
Yep.
now. Is
he?
He's wondering what we're all laughing at.
Is
It's
he?
time to
Is
see
he
my
there?
face. Robert,
You know,
can
it's true what they say that people that are not used to us find us weird. I've had the experiences where I've had workmen coming into my house to do things, and they've seen my altar tables, and they've
Me
been like,
too.
and I'm like, it's okay, you're not going to get cursed or anything. I'm a white
See,
witch.
for
And they're like,
example, I've got a statue in mind, and it's a big skeleton statue with the big black hood and everything. I've had some funny look after council guys in this room.
yeah.
The
And when I dress like this, if I walk down the road like this, I've got people just like,
That's weird.
Is he
How could that
touching
be?
you?
No.
can you hear that?
It went freezing cold. But the,
Yeah,
Yeah, it's gone cold here as well.
Touching you.
It's gone really cold here.
yeah, I got some. I get really weird look every time I do anything. So I don't.
Daddy's used to it. That's a shame.
the spirits are coming for you.
I'd love to go to the shop dressed as this tonight. Oh, the shop's shut now. It's maybe a good job. I get funny looks as it is.
Oh,
If
Yeah.
the shop is like this.
I
Skeleton.
don't care though. Like, I don't care if people stare at me. I think
Oh,
it's amusing.
Yeah, they're staring at me
Even-
like else. So
Even just wearing a necklace, you know, with a pentagram or something on it, you get all
Yeah.
sorts of people. They,
Oh,
they
yeah.
get all the wrong ideas.
I have
it's
people
so
so
sad.
cross the road. I have people cross the road for me when they see that. They're like,
Yes,
it's like, what? Just
What
a
are
person.
you
you know what I
doing?
mean?
I wish they could
I
feel.
wear I normally
2 second feeling
wear
what
a
we
pen
feel.
shirt, and people look at me like,
Hi, Sammy.
no, it's not
Hey,
what you
Sammy.
think.
Hi, Sammy.
Hi, beautiful Sam, eh? Is Mary
See if
okay? Is she popping on? You heard Phil?
Oh, wow. You're a nun for Halloween, Sammy.
I do, when
Awesome.
Mary is.
Oh.
I'll post the link in the chat if Mary wants to join. I've not heard from Mary for ages.
I heard that the other day she was saying she was feeling better, but I've not seen her on since.
Yeah, no,
I didn't
I've hardly seen her. She's been quiet.
Maybe
didn't
because
want
it's
to.
season right enough.
I didn't want to disturb her because I knew she wasn't very well, so
Mm-hmm. She was
There's the
feeling
link.
Is there a
better.
Rhonda and Deb's in the chat, my cousin and friend? I can't see, obviously, I can't see the chat. Is Rhonda and Deb's in?
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
know.
saying,
I'll
Sammy.
check,
It
Robin.
is.
just Sammy, Misty Cat, Sheriff,
Cheryl.
Hatchy Hatch.
Shelley,
Yeah, her friend
Tom
Hatch is
Radsford.
here.
Hatchy
Hey,
Hatch is
Hatchy.
here.
No, they're not in yet. Linda.
Can that is,
Oh.
that is really weird, that, by the way, because I've got the
Can
whole.
you not see
I've
the
got the whole.
chat? I see.
They should be able to see the chat. I can see
Can
it.
you see private chat up the top in comments, Linda? Up at the top.
Oh.
You
Hold on.
Yeah,
See,
she's
private
okay.
chat
She
in
started a new
comments.
med that was messing with her,
Comments.
but she made them
Oh,
take
right,
her
I see
off
it
of
now.
it, and she's
Got it?
starting to feel better.
You won't be able to comment though, that's the only thing, you won't be able to comment. You'll see the comments, but
I didn't even
Okay.
realise I could do that. I told you I was no good at tech. I
There you
didn't
go.
realise.
there you go. You learn
Forgive me,
something
folks.
every day.
You do.
I'll tell you something new, by the way.
Yeah,
That
she's
is really
okay.
weird.
She started
I've
the
never-
new med and missed her, but she moved it.
I'm getting it again.
Oh, good,
That's weird,
Sam. Tell her we're asking for her then if you do see her.
It's
What's
getting,
that?
it's getting nearer to
Tell her
the
she's missed.
midnight, so you're going to be feeling a lot of
Mhm.
energy.
We're gonna have
No,
to
no, no,
go,
no, no. I've got
guys.
the whole water pipes under my feet because it's cold here and we've got the heating on, and I've got no drafts in here whatsoever, and it keeps going just ice cold, and then 2 seconds later it's gone,
Maybe
and then
tonight
it keeps
we'll
coming
talk to
back.
you.
Chris, I've had that
Don't
ice
see
cold
them.
feeling. I've
Welcome
had that
back.
ice cold feeling once. Sorry, Danny.
Oh, that's
Were
all
you
right.
wanting to speak? Oh. I was just going to say I've had that ice cold feeling once, but it was when I felt something actually walk right through me. That was ice cold, and I've never felt anything like it before or since. It was
Right,
scary.
well, that's probably been a spirit then, Robin. So it was
Mm. I felt it come right through. It was a weird feeling.
You'll recognise it next time and maybe talk. That's what you
Aye.
should do. Just turn on your recorder the night on your phone and try and talk to
He
Robert.
doesn't stay at night for some
Does
weird
he
reason.
not?
He doesn't. No, he goes away because he's from the farm behind me. So I
Right.
think he is up there.
He goes
Well,
home.
could be, yeah.
He's there now. I can tell he's there. He's standing
Hi,
there behind me.
Robert. Hope you're enjoying the season.
Hi, Sammy.
So,
That's how far.
Robert, can you give us a sign that you're here? Can you play with Chris's wire on his earphones? Let's see it move.
Go and visit Danny. He'll
Well, sure, you can come here if you like.
Robert, you can visit me as well if you want, pal, right? As long as you behave.
Well, he's a nice ghost. He doesn't do much. He just.
You can do my dishes if you want. Feel free to.
I wish they would do my bloody.
Put the rubbish
Facebook. That's what I was doing.
They must be pretty lonely, though. You know, when they're over there and they're spending a lot of
biscuits.
time in
You
this
can have some
realm, they must be
biscuits.
lonely.
I think it's got a lot to do with the dog as well, because technically he's probably a farmer, and with the sheepdog being there, I think he likes Jessie.
Aye, could be.
I think it's a dog he likes. Because it's funny how he always goes down and sees your mum and dad as well, and that's where the dog is, isn't it?
I made treats for the spirits, so I didn't know if they wanted them. I'd made some little chocolate,
Well,
some little chocolatey things.
my dad, my granddad, always
nice.
liked
That was
crackers
nice, didn't it?
and cheese, so I got crackers and cheese today to put out for my day.
It's
And I've
weird
got other
because
meat sounds.
I not do nothing for Halloween because of everything going on. So instead, we
Well,
went.
you do things all the time for the spirits in your home, but so that's understandable.
Yeah. So on Halloween, we just do things for what we like. Today we went and got our first.
It's your day off.
No,
Everybody else
Halloween's our sacred day off. What it is.
yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
I took Danny to a supermarket for materials that we need.
Yeah, it was quite great.
Introduced him to an area that's rich in everything.
Yeah, and that was a pain in the ass too.
Very much so.
So anyway, we're out at his mama's place because she's got lots of land up there, and there's lots of trees and everything up there. So I'm sitting there, and we're just kind of moseying, looking back and forth, and all of a sudden, I hear, "Oh, wait, Wolf, how are you?" Right? I'm like, "What?" And then I sit there, and all of a sudden, I hear this little voice say, "What are you doing here?" And I look up. That would not lie, a squirrel.
Oh,
Oh.
And the squirrel is eating like this, eh? And I say, "How are you?" And it stops, it turns its head, looks at me, it goes chip 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 chip.
Oh,
So I told him, I said, "No, I'm not here to take your food or anything. I'm just here to look for food." And so he goes chip chip, chip 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 chip, chip, back to eating. And every time I said something to him, he'd stop, he'd look at me, say a couple of cheeps, and he'd go back. So me and the squirrel had this nice conversation. And then I says, "Well, look, we're just here to look around. We're not going to take your food or nothing. Everything's cool. Don't have to stay on guard. You're fine." Right? As soon as I said that, zoom across the branch, down the tree, and over to the next tree he went. Right. So it's okay. Now we can leave.
Yep.
No, because there's this granddaddy birch, big beautiful birch. Come here. It's okay. No, this tree's talking to me. So I'm like, okay. So I go over, and just before I get to the big tree, there's a other tree right beside it, and it's kind of growing this way. So I'm sitting there and I'm watching as I'm walking towards it. This piece of bark rolls off the tree like this, and it's just hanging there.
what are
And I'm
you?
looking at it like this. I said, "You want me to have that?" See, I hear the voice say, "Yeah, it's okay." I said, "But I'm only taking that one piece." So I took that little piece. And I took that piece off, and as I was taking that piece off, this piece here come over like this. I said, "Okay, I'll take that piece too." So I took 2 pieces of this birch, from this tree. So then I went over to the big tree, what was calling me in the first place. I put my hand and I said, "Oh," I say, "You're not feeling good. Someone's hurt you, eh?" So not intentionally, but someone,
Yeah.
So I just said, "Well, here, have some energy." So I gave the tree some energy, and all of a sudden you could feel it.
Oh, good. Back to
So I was
normal.
like, "Okay, I'm happy." So then we start going out, and then Mother Earth spoke. We were going to go out and get a whole bunch of different ones, eh? But Mother Earth said, what you should take from here is take each of you take one of your solstice trees. You know.
Right.
I said, "Oh, thank you, mother. That sounds good to me." So I said, "Yeah," and he said, "Yeah." And so I said, "Okay." So I was just about to say I'll go start looking, and she laughed in my ear. Okay, she says, "Oh, horseshit, go sit down and have a drink with let him do it. He's got younger legs, let him do it."
Conveniently, she said that, Joe.
Yeah, it's a blue falcon job.
The blue market job is what she said. So away he went to go get the 2 trees. So we got 2 little. Why don't you show them?
Oh, certainly.
We got 2 little trees. Well, 3 actually.
Yeah, 3.
So that should be the start then.
Yeah. So this is going to be the start. See,
Yeah, that's your birch.
that's the birch. That's the birch, baby birch.
Yeah.
Straight from Mother Nature as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And that's the poppy.
Excellent.
And
Perfect start.
this is from the land I grew up on. So
Oh, good stuff. So it's
That'll be
completely
nice.
that energy already.
yeah, from the woods I used to play in as a child.
yeah. So
Yeah, excellent.
what we're going to do is, hey,
We were actually driving down the road today and I thought it was something weird. There was a tree, right? There was about 20 trees and there was only no bird nests in them, not one bird nest in any of them except for one tree. There was about 30 bird nests in, and the one tree, I was like, why is that? That there's just one tree with 100 bird nests in it and then all the other ones have got none. I don't think it must be where the wind
Well,
I would,
blowing or something.
sometimes the energy from an item, okay, you can have 50 items sitting there, 50 of the exact looking items. One of them, for whatever reason, wants to help your energy or wants to be part of your energy. Everything's alive, right? So either the elementals or the spirits or the 4 directions or the 4 colors, for whatever reason, they'll want you to have a certain item.
Yes.
So you'll reach down to pick it up, and all of a sudden your hand moves over, way over here, and grabs this other one.
That's happened to me before.
Okay, because they want you to have that particular one.
Mm-hmm. That happened to me down the water with stones.
It has a sense of humor today as well.
Nah.
Remember I was telling you about that one sapling?
Oh yeah,
here's a question for you.
but
Yeah, and you said about the trees as well, didn't you? Like saying that all the trees apart from one, that can be another thing. It can be that the birds were connected to that energy of that tree. That tree had a specific way that the birds felt comfortable.
So that's one of them. Driving into Larko. You know what I'm talking about, Chris? You come down off the motorway, come down into the. It's just right there. There's one tree where all the bird nests are in it, and there's loads round about it, but there's none in there. It's strange. You look next time anybody in chat's come down that way and you'll see what I'm talking about, guys. These are down Larko way, just as you go off the motorway.
So Sherry, you're gonna like this one. He says to Mother Nature, help me pick, the tree I want. Was it for the birch or the
birch?
For the birch.
Yeah, your tree.
He says, I gotta pick this tree, so help me pick a tree. So he's sitting there and Mother says, pick this tree, right? And I guess she might have been chuckling because he started digging around to go, whatever. It was a shoot off from a huge stump underneath, right?
Yeah, it was a shoot from
so it was easy to go off.
Which was like 3 inches in diameter. Like, no way I can dig that up. So yeah.
Sometimes they do play tricks on
me today.
So she was having a little humor, which was kind of cool. What's that?
I knew it was an easier job for you to get, so she had directed you to that. But
Hi, Jack.
It was easier.
Here's an interesting question for you. Saying it's Halloween, what's the most terrifying real life ghost event that's ever happened to any of you? Any of you can start when you go.
I've not really had any experiences. That's what I'm looking for.
I think my worst experience was my first ever time doing it when I was about 18 or 19. I remember going to a place, I'm not sure where it was, but I remember going to this place and I was in this building with some guys. This was when they didn't really take it very seriously, but I was quite into it. And we were in a room and they said, right, I want you to stay in this room, Sherry. We'll shut the door. Minding this was the first time I'd gone there and I see things. I was like, okay. So I'm stood in this room and there was a chair and that, and I see an energy standing in the corner, and it starts going round in a circle and walking and that. And I said, I don't like the feel of this thing. And I went towards the door, and I was like, guys, I want to come out. And they were like, you're all right, you can handle it and all that, like, you know what you're doing and that. So I've gone back in, and I'm sitting there, and I could feel the energy coming up behind me, and I was like, that don't feel good. And like, I did feel like I thought I could feel a burning on my back or something like that, and I didn't like the feel of it. And I was like, you know, like I started freaking out. I was trying to get out of the room and stuff, and it's scary, but it was funny at the same time, because the guys could hear that I was not enjoying it. I was like, guys, just let me out and that. And as they opened the door, they came in and they stood in the doorway, and I was like, right, okay, I'll go and sit on that chair. And they're like, okay then. So as I've gone to walk over to the chair and I've turned round to go and sit back, the spirits moved the chair out the way, and I've landed on the floor,
the burgers.
like, right on my ass.
Oh,
So it was scary, but it was funny at the same time, because they literally moved the chair, like, as I went to sit down on it. But I had a few days where this energy was just like giving me grief and not being very nice. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you don't learn all these things.
And I was new. I'd just been put into it, you know what I mean? So I'd done my protection and that. It took a few days to get rid of it, but I can't really say that because nothing really fazed me. That was my scary experience. I've had things where I've been on edge, and I've felt a bit off edge, but not in fear.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the ghost to jump out and give me a fright one day when we're ghost hunting.
See, me too. That's what I'm waiting on.
I've been trying to think of something that scared me really bad.
Ex-wives don't count.
That's where I'm stuck at.
Okay.
If something scared me really badly, it'd have been Vanessa's.
Danny, you can't be scared easily though, because you wouldn't could do the job you do if you get scared. So that's understandable.
That's the only thing that really put me on edge, was when I got attacked by that demonic.
Yeah.
That made me feel quite funny.
Linda, have you had any experiences?
Yeah. You know what? The demigod.
Demigod.
Yeah. When we had to deal with that demigod.
What's a demigod?
That was nasty. That was a bad one.
What is a demigod?
But
A bad elemental spirit or something, Danny?
no, a demigod is kind of a half and half. It's not really. Most demigods were never human, but they're not bad or good. They are good to the people that follow them.
Yeah.
And anyone who doesn't follow them, they would rather you be dead than talk to you. Okay. But they're they're basically in the same category as an angel. They're not almost like
a man unless you
they're stronger. They're strong as an archangel. Basically, if you want their strength, it's like an archangel. But
I've had several. Sorry,
they rule their own people, right? So a demigod is just a god that is like the old Egypt gods. They're demigods. The old Norse gods are demigods, right? You got your different types of bird gods and different, but they are a very super strong spirit that really don't have a category that you can put them in other than a demigod. Like there's just no.
So they visit Earth then, and maybe sometimes they take a dislike to you.
Yeah, well, you know, they can be a part human, they can be part non-human. Like they're a spirit that exists and has existed for so bloody long that it's so strong that you can't really put it into a category.
Right, I get you.
Right, so they're just called demigods because they're so powerful.
I've been here that long,
and a lot of them have had followers for thousands and thousands of years.
Right.
They're treated as gods for thousands of years. They are someone's god. Okay.
I get you.
They're not my god.
Get that power.
Because they're not who I follow. So therefore they become what's called demigods. Right.
Right. Okay.
Which doesn't make them any less important or any less powerful than any other.
No, it doesn't make them
He's
any
frozen.
less negative or
Danny's frozen.
unpowerful.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
he's
froze.
See
They
that?
basically demand respect. Then they don't bother with.
Yeah, that
they
is
don't
what it is.
bother
It is
with
a lot
us.
you respect, and obviously you've got to have an understanding of them, as they won't be very willing to you.
And stuff.
Right.
It's
So
all
you
about, it's all about respect. It's all about respect. And
respect any spirit or god or
Oh,
goddess.
okay.
You respect all,
but
even if you don't follow them.
the problem with these ones are once they feel disrespected, or once for whatever reason they decided they don't like humanity or they don't like something, they won't even blink to destroy it.
Right.
No.
But
They
there's no
wouldn't
bother
even
with
care.
that. Right.
Right? So we had this one who really didn't want to be here on this plane, right, of existence. We didn't want him here. He didn't want to be here. So we said, if we help you get back to where you belong, will you leave here and never come back? And it just said, I just want to go home. Right? So we helped it to get home, and then we sealed it to make sure it could never come back. Right?
Yeah.
That was pretty scary. Because with them, I mean, you do one wrong thing, snap of the finger,
It could be game over.
game over.
Yeah.
He was not happy with us to
Welcome
begin
back,
with,
Sammy.
and he was not happy with where he was. And we made a promise to him that we would give him his home and a realm to rule over.
Right.
Now, the house it was in,
Have they froze again?
No, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, it's on the hub.
No, back.
Oh, no, there he's here. He's back.
that we felt we could not go back into the house in order to perform what we needed to do. Like we couldn't send them somewhere from the house because the people there were just so negative towards what we were doing.
Right.
So we decided to open a portal elsewhere, and someone came up with this brilliant idea to call the demigod to us
Woo!
to come to where we were in order for him to go through this portal. So basically, this person came up with this idea, a mere mortal, to ask a demigod.
Tell.
Ah, get it. Yes, so you could maybe
Yeah.
the disrespect to use, calling it to use, maybe. Ah, I get it.
Yeah, and this is a doorway to this new home for him. And
It's like we're doing something for him then, isn't
the
it? So
idea that this person could come up with, and because we made a promise, and he made a promise, he promised us that if we did this, he'd do it.
right,
And we promised we'd do it if he did it.
right.
So we did our part.
Respect.
So he fulfilled his part because we made a promise, and he came and did as promised.
And
But
why
you
did
could see how he could have took offence though, couldn't he? Like a mere mortal summoning me. Do you know what I mean? They could have took offence to that and just went mental. That was
do I
great.
really want to admit that I asked for a demigod to come to where I was?
How dare you summon me?
Hey, Gary.
pretty much
Hello, Gary.
like the whole hey Gary, like the whole thing could have been, why are you calling me asswipe? You know, like that could have been his attitude.
He could have easily just showed up like, okay, you called me, I'm here, die, see you later.
See ya.
You know, and that could have been the end of it.
I know. That's brave of you
So,
to do that type of thing.
And
I
we were
was going to ask Linda because she had a story. What's that you've
What
got
did
to
you
tell,
say,
Linda?
Toby?
Yes, I was just going to say that I've had plenty of experiences of feeling and seeing entities or ghosts, whatever you want to call them. I've animals in particular, but I've seen a little girl at the side of my bed, just an outline. But I woke up to find her there, and I jumped out of bed. I was so scared because I'd never experienced that before. And I asked her, "What do you want?" She disappeared. And then another time, I was down the field with the dog, walking the dog, and I saw, this is going to sound mad, but just a pair of legs. It looked like man's legs walking across the field. no
quite
upper
common.
body, just the legs. But I've not found anything like that scary. Same with the experience of something walking right through me. That doesn't scare me. But what did used to scare me is just simple sleep paralysis. I had that for a long time, and that absolutely terrified me. And that was just sleep paralysis. But the spirits, seeing those, up to now, I've had nothing really scary, except for that child at the side of the bed. That
I
made me
bet that
jump.
would be a bit eerie.
The same with the rest.
You maybe
Plus you
got
get
a
the old-
gift one done, you're just opening up to it. You maybe just shut it down throughout your life.
Do you
Well,
know
I've been
that syndrome
to-
called old hag?
I've
you
heard
see
of that.
Beside
But
coming.
have you seen,
Yeah,
that
that is
tends to
similar to
be
sleep
fear.
paralysis.
Have you seen
Because
anything
I
like that?
only
Like, no, Linda.
because I was told too.
I've only thing I just felt it. I never actually saw anything, but I felt it, and it was like that for me for weeks, and I was absolutely
Right.
terrified. But I got the feeling of there was something at the doorway. It was always my bedroom. There was something at the doorway. Always something at the doorway, but I couldn't see what it was. But it was, there was definitely. I felt like there was something there. But I've always. I mean, animals. I see animals all the time. They, but
Yeah.
not a lot of human spirits. But I went to a
That's
spiritualist church once,
Right.
and I stayed for the open circle at the end. Now I'd never been to an open circle before. New experience.
I'd love to go to one.
Well, I went there on my own. I didn't go with anybody I knew. I just went along, joined the
Okay.
circle, and we were, all holding hands and sort of sitting there saying you have to pray and whatever. And I could hear keys jingling, as clear as anything. There was keys jingling, and I'm looking around and I'm thinking, being a bit of a skeptic at these places at that time, I'm thinking, who's jingling keys? Somebody's doing this. Somebody's jingling keys, but I couldn't see anybody doing anything. But those keys were still jingling, and it was as if they were right next to my ear. And it wasn't until
Did you tell the people around you that you could hear keys? No.
not at the time, because I thought they'd think I was daft. So I didn't say anything. But later on, I spoke to somebody, and they said that was a sign of somebody possibly wanting to be in contact with you. So I don't know, but that was experience.
Oh, that's good. Was you? Just wonder
We're
if
all
you've maybe
wondering
got gifts that you've closed in though. But
I've just not opened up to it. I know there's something there. I just never really opened up to it.
Now you've got crystals and things, I think you'll get more open.
Mm.
There's
The
what
crystals
I
are-
said.
3:35 a.m. from a horrible smell that made me sick.
Oh,
While I
God.
was dreaming, but I can't
Like
remember
what,
what the
eggs?
smell was. Does that make sense? Yes, normally, horrible smelling smells are not normally a good thing.
No, if it's like rotten egg and things, it can be bad.
And the thing is a lot of spirits, good or bad, will try to communicate through you when you're sleeping. So when you've been woke up by them trying to communicate with you, that's what you've got, because they're actually there with you physically and trying to communicate. That's why you had that effect.
It's all symbolism, they think, so you recognise that it's spirit trying to communicate to you.
That's where a lot of people can tell the difference between what spirits in their home, because they all have specific smells and ways that they smell. That it may be their favourite perfume, aftershave, favourite fragrance, bath, aftershave, all sorts
Or
of
even
things.
just
You know
the
what I mean?
smell of
There's so many
cigarettes
things
sometimes.
to tell them out. Cooking, their favourite cooking they used to do if they baked. Just so many different smells.
Yeah.
So if you're getting like sulphur or an eggy smell, or you're getting what
Super
smells like
bad,
rotten
isn't it,
garbage or
You've just had a
body,
knob right
that's
beside
not-
you, Sherry.
that's not good. Pardon?
Another one.
You've had a knob right beside you. Not that side, the other side. A big one. I just saw it.
128.
Cool.
I'll have a look at this.
Sorry for
again.
interrupting. I had to take the time.
That's okay, that's what you're there for.
A lot of my ancestors and stuff are around at the minute.
I
a lot
don't
of
know what it is, but I'm drawn to Danny as if there's somebody behind him.
Oh, yeah.
Spirits around them.
Oh, yeah. Astro's always there. My balance there. Fire goes
I
back
just, I,
there.
don't, I just don't know what it is. I'm just drawn to look where the cross is.
That cross keeps getting my eye as well.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Handmade.
It's just. It's,
Jeff,
it's
what's
a-
coming?
Got that cross? That's a friend of.
Hi, Mittens.
yeah,
Hi,
but
Mittens.
Hey, man.
Welcome, welcome.
That is right here. I'm talking about right there beside the cross, between the cross and the wolf.
aye,
You know who that is?
no.
No.
That's one of Drew's spiritual totems that are here to learn stuff. So that when it goes back to Drew, it can teach Drew stuff.
Wow. I bet
One of your totems came over here and asked one of my totems to give them some pointers.
I'm stunned. Interesting. I love it.
It's just I'm drawn to
Oh.
the doorway
That's
too,
why
as
I'm
if there
feeling
was.
so
I
enlightened.
don't know.
So apparently you made a big impression on a few of the spirits from the stuff that you do and that. And
Oh, thank you.
the fact that you do stuff with respect and that and everything else, you've been noticed by the good spirits. So
That's why
thank
she's gonna.
you.
That's
You're
why
welcome.
she's working. She's gonna be working for me because she's respected. Aura was the first one that turned around and said to me, "Yep, Drew. Yep, she's all right. I'm all right, okay." Because I won't ever go and just choose someone. They've got to be okay with it. And if Pup says about them as well, you know, and
Nice.
Pup had a little word with me as well about it. And then I said, "What do you think, Aura?" And she was like, "Yeah, Drew, you need to talk to her." So
Oh, I appreciate that, Spirit. Thank you.
we don't just let people into our circle. The spirits, have to inform us of you and things. So
What did they tell you about me?
That you're
they
a
like you.
strange one.
Aura likes you, but she thinks you're. Aura said to me she
Yeah.
likes you, but she thinks you're a bit strange.
Who
Just
says,
a big teddy bear.
who says I'm strange?
Aura does.
My spirit says he's all a-okay because he's sending me some sweets.
That's
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, no,
No,
she
so
likes
there's-
him. She does like him. She just said that he's weird. She goes, he looks funny when he takes his hat off and he's got his bald head. It makes her laugh.
No used to it. I love the new hat, Chris. That's one of the right expensive ones, isn't it? For tinfoil coat.
Wasn't
You
it?
should
that?
see what he was
That's-
displaying earlier, Drew.
I never
Should have
seen.
seen. Oh
Maybe-
boy.
He had the werewolf thing on.
Hey, Evelyn.
The way I seen that on his Facebook. He sent me.
I've got loads of stuff for tinfoil. Then I've got the new tinfoil.
My poor little Chloe was in here when he put that
That's
on.
a
And she
nice
ran
one.
out
I
of
like
the room.
that one,
Scared,
Chris.
scared her.
Oh, I like that one.
She's only 5, and she was just like,
Mhm.
it's just like, okay, she's gone.
Right to the top of the hill. But a few drops and say, "This is for your health. This is for your health." This is for your health."
Welcome everybody. I hope you're having a
I'll be
good
back in a
Halloween,
minute.
guys. But you any plans?
Oh no, the only plans I got is I'm gonna get lots of money. Then I'm gonna
Always useful.
then I'm going to Scotland,
Yeah, the problem is I can get this mask going, but
and
I
I'm
can't
gonna
put my
hang
face
out, and then just to
I've got
shake
the spare room ready.
things up, just to shake things up, I'm gonna go to Drew's house and kick everybody out of the house except the kids. And then I'm gonna say, okay, I'm here for a month. Nobody come over. Leave me the hell alone.
Yep.
'Cause I
I'll
gotta
get the
relax.
spare room
See, the
ready.
problem that I've got. See, the
And Drew
problem.
needs a break from all the people that,
Oh boy.
Hey,
Brilliant.
Right.
Sounds like a plan, Danny. Sounds like a
So
plan.
I'm gonna kick everybody the hell out and say, just leave her alone for a month, and anyone that bothers her has to go through me.
Oh, those
And
eyes,
then-
Chris, those eyes.
And in the meantime, we're gonna go see Mr. McKenzie. We're gonna go visit a few other places and stuff like that. And then of course we gotta pick up Sherry, and we're gonna go to where we gonna go? Sherwood. Well, yes, Sherwood Forest. We're gonna go to Sherwood Forest. Sherwood
Oh,
Forest.
well, I'm coming to see you there,
Which
Danny.
is a route. Sherwood Forest is a very
Okay.
big route to me. A very, very big route to me. So that is a definite. I don't mind that.
And look at that. See? All right, brother. We used to be werewolves, but we're all right now. Anyway,
I was meant to go to Sherwood Forest this year with the BBI group. We had a camp booked and everything, but of course it got cancelled.
see? And then we're going to Hellfires Club under the streets. the Hellfire Club.
Hellfire Club.
And then we're going to the Crips, the Scottish Crips.
Scottish Crips.
Hello, Lou. Hello, Cornwall Coast.
Hey,
Jacqueline
Lou.
Emery.
Hey,
Hello,
Connie.
Lou.
Hello.
Jacqueline's in as well.
Specs back on here.
Yeah, so we're going there. Oh, and then we're going to the Witch's Coven. Yeah.
Ooh.
And then we're going to the Banshee Cave.
Pretty much everywhere.
Yeah, so we've got okayed for all those places and invited to all those places, and we can bring who we want. So,
I've been to the Hellfire Club down in Oxford.
of course you
I
are.
want to go to the Hellfire Club. I really want to go to that badly.
Yeah, you're definitely coming with us to the Hellfire Club.
Imagine that, John.
I already checked with Marty, and Marty said whoever I want to bring with me, I can bring. So you and Drew, for sure, are coming to the Hellfires Club.
Yeah, because the way you were talking, I thought you'd be getting postcards.
Where is Drew? Where's Drew gone?
That's what I just wondered.
I don't know. She's just disappeared.
She got the boot. She'll be right back.
Come back.
Oh, yeah. So anyway, we're gonna go to like 14 or 15 places in the UK.
At least.
Yeah.
I want to go to Ireland.
And anyone that was on the panel today is welcome to come with us wherever we go.
Mm-hmm.
What's a Hellfire Club? A Hellfire Club is people that weren't very good people, very much into ritual and
Satanists.
sacrifice and stuff like that, Satanists and stuff like that.
And do you see why you're going? That's exactly why you're coming along.
Yeah, well, that's my favourite sort of people, isn't it?
Yeah, and if we get enough money, we'll fly you guys over here so we can all take Danny to the Clown Hotel.
I hate clowns.
Well, the clowns are a very, very weak thing for me. Like,
okay, you know what? I'm going to the cemetery across the street.
You need to put a blindfold over me.
Those who want the clowns, you come with me.
Yeah, the Clown Motel. He's going into. I'm going into the miners' cemetery across the street. I am not going into the Clown Motels unless I can bring my wood chipper.
No wood chipper.
Then no Clown Motel.
No wood chipper.
No Clown Motel.
Okay, well, I'll be going with pups then, because I ain't going in no clone hotel either. They scare the hell out of me.
Clowns. They're just clowns. Look it. You don't understand. I've got a perfectly solid, awesome reason for not liking clowns. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. When have you ever seen a demon or a twisted human? No. No. A demon or a twisted human put in jail for eating people. You haven't. But you have seen clowns get put in jail for eating people.
Just one.
One's enough.
But that doesn't count.
And I'm hiding that damn clown face with my coffee cup.
He also ate.
It's gone now, Danny.
Oh, God. No.
I don't like them either. I don't know why.
How can you guys say you don't hang out with me?
How can we say we don't like it? Let's think about this, people.
But yet hang out with me.
Okay. Let's think about this. No. Let's think about this. Do you wear makeup? No. Do you have a funny, goofy looking suit like that? No. Do you? Okay. First of all, just the whole concept of a clown is wrong. Some old guy dressed up with makeup and putting on some fake costume to hang around with little children to make puppet balloons. No.
True.
Okay, that is just wrong.
They're there to entertain and make people laugh.
They're there to dress up and hide the fact that they're.
I'll sort it out, Cornwall. But I did explain that I'd put the time wrong. I wasn't meant to be on that time anyway.
They're not like that. Okay, so there might be one or two that aren't.
I'll sort
Is
it.
there no big? Is that Ghost Adventures? That Zach Bagans? He's terrified for clowns, isn't he? But
That's one of the only reasons. That's one of the only
I've
things
never
I
watched
do.
that program.
Clowns and dolls suck.
I don't scare by many things, but clown, yeah. I don't like clowns.
I mean,
No.
all these dolls like Annabelle and that. All you need is a gallon of gasoline.
Are you getting up on me?
Matches.
See, even Luna told you to piss off with that idea.
All right, who's coming with me to the Doll Island?
I'll come. You paying? I'll be fine.
All right. Yeah, if you want me to come, you can stick your bum out the window. I ain't going that way. You're shooting at the moon is what you're doing.
The clown motel, no. The doll thing, I find that quite fascinating because of who lived there. But
Yeah, I've heard about the Doll Island. It sounds interesting.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely like it would be just an absolutely amazing walkthrough.
Yeah. Just
Yeah,
make sure
no, I would like to go there just to see. And there was like, it's
just make
quite
sure
a,
you're wearing netting, okay? In case you get a jumping spider that comes off the tree and lands on you and bites your face and you poison and you die. Make sure you got good boots on for the scorpions and the snakes that happen to be there. Okay, because that's not going to be good for you either. You know, there are a lot of deadly animals in there. Yeah, so just so you know. And even for you, make sure you guys are wearing a Jacques cup because of the termaline.
Have
They'll
you something
come up
with
your
me,
pad leg and they'll go inside your woohoo and lay eggs. And you don't want that shit.
Look,
okay,
think
Jacqueline,
of
darling,
this,
enjoy
Danny.
your walk with us, sweetheart.
Doll Island.
Happy
it's the Clown
Halloween.
Museum.
What did I do to you today that you dislike me so much? You asked me to come out to your show, and then
Oh,
you
Drew's back. Where did you go, Drew?
I did my plug at my feet and it went off. So I've disappeared. Sorry, folks.
Welcome
I find
back.
this
Welcome back, sis.
fascinating. I find this
All right,
fascinating.
Evelyn.
Danny goes up against the demons and demonic entities.
No problem.
What a clown.
Hi, Jack. Evelyn. I don't know whether you're Jack or Evelyn. Jack Evelyn. Bye. Catch you
Look, I just
soon.
don't like them, okay? You want to drop me in a room with 10, 20 demons? I don't care. That's fine, whatever. Just another day at the job, right? I don't care, right?
Put
But
me
you-
in there with demons. Just don't put me in there with
People
clowns.
in clowns. I don't like them. Hey, would you like me to make you? Would you like me to make you a little kitty cat with a balloon? You know, this thing hangs down and goes flap
You did
flap.
a good clown
Thank you,
impression,
Jacqueline.
Danny.
No clowns.
I
Clowns
think
are
you
just
don't like
creepy.
clowns.
Oh, dear God.
Clowns are creepy.
I will admit it, they're creepy. It was the film that put me off of them.
Do you like dolls, Danny? Does dolls not bother you?
I don't really mind them. I mean, I got a few of them, but you got to understand all the clown dolls. Okay, all the clown dolls and all the dolls that I've dealt with aren't your typical stereotypical item that is enchanted, let's say, you know, or has attachments. The ones that I deal with,
Razor sharp teeth.
this is why I don't like them. Okay,
Right.
because of the
That's
shit that I got to deal with. You see.
Ugh.
You know, other people have dollies. Like my daughter's got little dollies. I ain't got a problem with any of her dollies. Her dollies are nice and they're good
The
spirits.
only
They're
one
they're very
that's
wonderful.
really scared me.
But generally speaking, I don't like dolls because
Oh, he's froze again. It must
Oh,
be
no.
the dolls. It's the
He'll
dolls.
come back. The only image that's ever really scared me is the one that's in Salem's Lot, where the old vampire, see the Salem's Lot, the film, the
I know
old
what you're talking
vampire where it comes up through the floor. That's
Yeah,
the only image that has ever scared me in my life. Oh, and the other
I
film.
found,
there I'm
I
back.
found the vampires in Salem's Lot funny, especially the
Right.
head vampire. I found it funny.
That scared me. That if it, I don't know if it was a wee lassie when I watched it, but it still scares
Aye.
me. This image, the
What do you mean?
old vampire.
You mean that?
I
That
have.
one, I found him funny.
Oh, that's
It wasn't
creepy.
quite what I look at as a vampire, but
That's what you
yeah.
get if you wake me up too early.
That was about Ferrari.
You don't know. You know what that was? I just.
Especially
What
when
the,
you used to
why do you have a
images-
picture of my ex-wife on your phone? That's what.
You see the
That looks like
shivers,
my ex. What the hell?
It gives me the shivers.
Huh? Why do you got a picture of my ex
That's
on
not a
your
good
phone?
image, guys. Oh my
Yeah, that's the
god.
ex.
No way, Chris. That is too creepy, man.
You know.
You'll wake up in the night and you'll feel it coming.
I know. No, all the bad entities know my fear. I've got to put that in my face all the time.
Hey, what do you think of Annabelle as the doll?
Bye, sweetheart. Jacqueline.
Oh, Annabelle scares me.
Annabelle's not nice.
See, Anna, but is that the original Annabelle though? That's the thing.
Mhm.
Is it a rag doll or is it a rag doll or is it the original?
The original Annabelle is in a museum in the States.
Look at that, and it moves.
Yeah, the original one. Oh, don't, Chris. That's just too creepy, man. I hate that image, honestly. Used to give me nightmares when I was away.
Oh, Drew made us. I didn't see that. How did I miss that? You made a salad for the spirits. You made,
Salad.
yeah, you
Yeah,
made.
well, my dinner's starting late because I'm American, so I'll be doing mine at gone midnight
too.
tonight. So I'm doing shepherd's pie.
Nice.
I'm just putting crackers and things all out.
Oh,
Who's the two
You
dogs?
made a salad for the spirits. Yeah.
Salad
You-
for the spirits. Me, no, I
Wait a
didn't
minute,
make a
there's
salad.
two
for the
dolls, is there
spirits.
no, that's meant to be the most haunted dolls? There's Annabelle, and who's the other one?
That doll that's the death doll. You talk about in the Lorraine Warren Museum.
Which one?
Death doll.
There's Annabelle, right?
Yeah.
But then there's that other doll. There's meant to be another doll that's meant to be the most haunted in the world.
Is it a boy doll, Chris? Because I sort of remember the boy doll.
There's
I can't
Charlie.
remember its name.
Yeah, let me have a look.
Paul or something. I can't remember now, but he was in a
What?
museum.
There's 30 or 40 of them. There's at
It's,
least
it's,
that I
it's,
know.
it's Disney Rule. Look like a doll. It's more like it's the way it's
Walter,
made.
Charlie.
Ah, it's that doll. It's oh my goodness, imagine forgetting that doll's name.
I can see a picture of it. I just can't remember the name.
So can I.
What's his name?
Was it Albert? No,
Yes.
First one, yeah.
oh.
Here's Annabelle.
Albert's
Yeah,
one of
it's there.
them.
Right in.
Chris,
That
look
one.
up the male doll's name. It was in Zach's museum.
Henry's
So-
one.
No, that one.
Henry is another one.
Henry and Harold's one.
Does anybody know the other name of Zach Baggins? Robert the doll. Thanks, man.
That's it.
Robert,
Robert,
Robert
yeah.
as well, yeah, Robert.
Robert's another one.
Yeah, that was it. That's not really
Okay.
like a doll. I want to know. It's like one
Okay,
of these
so-
crap
So
I mean,
for the, I'll tell you what, for the guy ones, the ones I wouldn't want to hang out with is Arthur
that's cute.
and Albert.
I would ask you 100 questions like, why are you so bad? What happened to you in your life that you're so evil? I'd ask it questions like that. Couldn't it always have been evil? What turned you bad?
Yeah,
And
a lot
I
of
had
them-
that
a lot
with
of them
Harry.
never
Harry
do
was a young child that was
There's
well,
a-
That's
from what I
him,
heard, he was
yeah.
murdered and not treated right or something, and then he decided he wanted to bring revengeance on people.
Right. See, I'd like to get in about that story with spirits. I'd love to get deep into it. Like,
Yeah.
what turned you bad? Or what, do you know what I mean? Get in the
Pups will
brain.
know a lot about that sort of stuff. You need to look it up. There is a
Yeah.
channel dedicated to the Ed and Lorraine.
Oh, yeah, I watch every Ed and Lorraine. I love them.
Yeah, no, I'm a big fan of Ed and Lorraine.
But there's another doll they've got in their museum. It's called the Death Doll. And it's typically meant to be made out of human skin. And that's
Aye, that's. I kind of one you're talking
that's
about.
meant to go a lot of souls attached to it, like people that has had body parts basically add to it or something.
Okay.
There's a story about that.
I can think of 34 dolls that are male off the top of my head that I
Oh,
wouldn't want anyone to be in a room with.
right.
And I can think of 47 female dolls off the top of my head that nobody should be in a room with. There's a lot of nasty, bloody dolls, guys.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, because they're attached, bad entities are attached to them so that they can get kids, don't they, really?
Yeah.
Because they know kids are going to go straight for a
Yes,
doll.
people, the dolls aren't haunted, and the dolls aren't only the demon out. Ah,
So I'm hitting you.
1 second.
You okay, pups?
Yeah.
Say ya, say ya, say ya. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya. Say ya, say ya, say ya. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya.
Oh my God, that hurt. Muscle spasm from my lupus in my leg.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Today.
See,
Yeah.
Freddie was able to have
And then
ripped
I threw it in the family chan thinking he was
Anyway.
dead.
Do you
It
know
helps,
that-
it heals as well, though. It does heal you as well.
I was getting hurt. That actually helped. Yeah.
I was just reading there. A lot of
Yes, it
dolls.
does.
A lot of dolls
Anyway.
used to be made of human hair. I didn't ken that.
See, things like that, yeah, that's what's on that death doll as well.
Only a demon will possess a doll. Okay.
Really?
Only a
Right.
demon, because they're using it as a transporter to go from one section to another, so that they can tether themselves to a situation where there's going to be lots of people involved, so they can affect many people.
Right.
Now, every other doll, for good spirits, for regular human spirits, are attached to that doll. So they come and go to that doll just like, you come and go to the store, you come and go to your mother's house, you come and go.
Yeah,
They're,
like Razor and Jasmine and that, Carla.
Right.
they're attached to it, they're not stuck to it. Okay? Now, some human spirits are attached to that doll and they won't let go, so they can't go to where they're supposed to go. They need help to move on. Okay? Those ones are attached to it with a very strong intent of staying there. Okay, but they're not possessing it; they're just attached right to it.
Right.
So they need to be told, look, it's safe to let go. It's safe to move forward. You don't have to stay attached to this doll. You can move forward, and
Right.
then you come back and visit whenever you want. But you don't need to be stuck here, right? And then there's some that do it because that's what they want to do. So
Yeah, like my girls.
yeah, they're just there because they want to be there. But they can, if they decide they want to leave, they'll go.
Yeah, they can.
Don't worry.
So there's all kinds of different. Everybody likes to put the dolls, and they say they're possessed or the dolls, whatever. It's not true. The only time they're possessed is when a demon's involved. Other than that, it's all attached. It's all about the attachment and how strong that attachment is to the spirit that's attached to it.
Like if their grandfather or son gave them that toy and they don't want to leave it behind, that type of thing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that type of thing, and they don't want to leave it behind. They don't.
Right.
They don't want to leave the
You
memory.
don't take the image of it with them, but like say a wee girl spirit's attached to a doll, can they not carry the image of that doll onto the afterlife with them? So they have technically got the doll with them, if you get what I mean.
But they don't know that. They don't know that until you teach them that, right?
Right.
You can say, look, you don't have to stay here with the doll. The doll can go with you in your spirit realm, right? It's just like, think of it this way: when spirits come, when you go in and you buy a new house, okay, and there's spirits living there, do you think the house looks the way that you see it to them, or do you
No,
think
it
the house looks at it the way they had it? Right? They're living in the same house but on a different timeline. Okay, so that's why you don't see the spirits 24/7, because yes, they're there, but the time they're not crossing into your time and you're not crossing into their time. When you do, it's because the veil's down and you might see them through the timeline, right? But their house looks like their house to them, just like your house looks like your house. Okay.
That's why they don't like change, I suppose, then when you start banging walls.
Yeah,
and
no, when you
things.
start doing things and that can make them very angry
Things like
because
that.
they feel that you're
Place-
destroying how they remember it,
They're not
but they
messing
don't
with you.
realise it's not like that anymore.
Right. Sorry, Joe, we can't hear you because it's breaking up, Paul.
But you can normally easily solve things like that by explaining to them that we know that it's still your house, but it's ours as well, and we're just helping and we're making it beautiful and we're keeping it safe for you. And so most of them will be okay about it, but there are still the odd ones that are not, and they're like, nope.
People and things probably that like it the way it was.
Yeah.
There's
You have to
Granny just
compromise with them. You think they've lived there for a long, long time. You suddenly come in their home and you start changing it. They are going to be unhappy, aren't they? So you've
See,
got to
that's right.
compromise with them. Like,
Uh-huh.
if I was to buy an old place, which is what I want to do one day, I would change little areas, but I would keep most of it to how they remember it. I would keep it the way they remember it. I'd just make it safer. You know what I mean? That's what I would like to do.
Or the other thing you can do, like I've done, okay, when I went to other places, it wasn't working for me, right? So I'd say to the spirits, look, you guys can keep this house exactly the way you want on your timeline, and you're welcome to live here as long as you want. But I have to make this user-friendly for my time.
Right.
Yes, you have to explain it to them.
Well, this is going to be my house on my timeline. This is my house.
Right.
So
Yeah.
if something changes, you might not like it. Tough. Don't give a shit.
The big
My house.
respect, though, I suppose.
time.
Because we're not doing this.
However, I won't mess with your house on your timeline.
Uh-huh.
Right? You keep your house exactly the way you want on your timeline. You do not have to change it. And if you tell them that, then when you make a change on this timeline, it won't ripple back to their timeline. And to them, it won't make any change. What happens is you got to remember a timeline has no beginning and end, right? So when you make a change on your timeline, it's going to ripple back to their timeline.
Right.
Didn't know that.
Right? But if you say to them, you may keep your house the way you have it on your timeline, my timeline will not affect you. Once you've stated that out loud, it won't rip
know
back.
Right.
What time are you live, Sherry, before I end this? Because I was going to go off at 11:30.
Well, at first I'm just going to be starting with like just making the shepherd's pie and stuff. Then I'm just going to put some music on, and then I'm just going to do the rituals. I know that it's not turned out the way I wanted it to turn out because I got up late. But
Well, I'm gonna get off of here anyway because I'm hungry.
Danny,
I am as well, and I've got to make mine yet.
I'll talk to you. Danny, I need to talk to you about that guest I'm having on the 8th. I was wondering if you would come on, maybe with Joe.
See my Jules,
after the interview, because I think it would
Very nice.
be beneficial for both your channels.
I was there getting
Plus,
them
it
off,
maybe
like,
help her out because it's got like a demonic kind of attachment.
And where is your place?
I'll send you the link after. It's a place in Ireland. I don't want to get you out to know, but I'll send it to you in Messenger.
Okay.
Right, but it has got a demonic attachment. It's either a
Are
twisted
you want
spirit.
Danny to do it on a stream, like?
No, what I'm going to do is on the 8th, next Sunday, they're coming on for an interview, so it'll be me and you, Drew. I'll interview her.
Aye.
And then,
of course they are.
and then after the interview, I'm going to get Danny to come on and see if he can pick up on anything. Because I was talking to her last night, and she was talking to me, and all of a sudden, her postcode popped up in the chat. Right? She never read that. It came up.
Spirits want help then.
So I think
Spirits
there's
in that
something in
place
the
want
house.
help then.
Whatever in there needs help, and it's set free.
The book is
So-
very interesting, isn't it?
I've read it all.
Have you? Oh,
Aye.
you monkey.
Yeah,
I read it, yeah.
I could have a look, but I don't know if we'll see what happens. I'll have a listen and watch.
Mhm.
And
Things like that, I would ask Luna.
I'll send you the information on it, Danny.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, thank
Yeah.
you for
I mean,
coming,
really-
everybody.
really, I got all my regular people I'm helping, and I got all my YouTubies that I help. You know.
Yeah.
You know what? I think Sherry might be a better choice to help the situation. Okay.
People can see
We
if you could see what's in the home.
At the end of it, for half an hour, if you want, Sherry could come and take.
Yeah,
It's
have
just-
Sherry come up.
Just for backup.
You know, I'll be there. I mean, I'll come up and of course I'll guide Sherry if she needs any guidance, whatever. But it's time for her.
It's actually
In my opinion,
Sherry.
I'm putting a lot of my people.
Aye.
I'm directing them to Sherry because Sherry's ready for this.
Yeah.
Okay, way ready.
I think
The
she's.
only place in the world that she can
I
handle. Just
felt empowered last week.
so, and if she does get into a stumble, I'm right here for her. Right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm
well,
gonna-
you know, Pups knows if I get in a stumble, I run straight back to him like, Pups, help.
Sherry,
The
I'll come and
house-
support with you as well. I'll be
I'm
back.
trying, you know, I'm slowly, I'm sending a few people Sherry's way. So, you know, as time goes on, you know,
well,
because
the
we're
BBC.
and now with Blue doing his thing, we're going to get more people on that. So
Yes.
I'm going to be so swamped that it's going to get ridiculous. You know,
What
Well-
channel is it that you've got your stuff on, Blue?
Blue Falcon.
Channel?
Blue Falcon Paranormal.
Right,
Falcon
what's
channel.
channel, right? Because I'm going to
Before
look
I
at that one as well.
Before I go, the house.
I'm already subscribed.
I was going to be live on the Saturday, but I had to put it forward to the Sunday because the BBC are interviewing the house because it's the most haunted house in Ireland.
So
Yeah.
is that right? She said that right enough. Aye.
And
You know, and the other thing is, too, if she was actually on the property, right?
Mhm.
Then I get two more.
The book.
Okay, I gotta get off of here. My lupus is acting up and I'm getting.
Aye, right, okay,
I'll
darling.
talk
Okay,
talk
Pups.
soon. Right, Sherry, Drew,
Peace and light, everybody.
Love you all. Good night,
Danny.
guys.